Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 4 meme coins that I've talked about over the months, over the weeks, recent times, past times, coins that I haven't talked about probably in at least a week. So I think it's good to get this out of the way. I know most of you aren't necessarily interested in these coins. These videos don't get a lot of views, but that's not the point, man. We need to keep up with the coins and the stuff that we talk about. So that's the purpose of this video. Let's get into it, okay? We're going to talk about AINTI, Antivirus, right? It's the John McAfee, the ghost of John McAfee token. We're going to talk about Pajamas. We're going to talk about Jesus coin, and then we're going to finish it up with Melania coin, okay? So here we are at about 14 cents now for AINTI. It did have a very nice pump today, up about 102%. I suspect that it does continue to grow. You sold off right at an area where I would think that you would sell off, right? Literally right here at this high, tipped it perfectly, finding a little bit of resistance there. I mean, you're up 100% already on the day, and still from a high to a low, you've dropped 32%. So that's just crazy. Crazy volatility. The 4-hour RSI looks really good. The 1-hour RSI looks really good. And I do suspect it's actually going to continue to move up from here. This is my most recent meme coin purchase, and I have actually moved some funds into this at the lows at 10 cents and even at below 10 cents. My highest purchase on this thing, I think it's either at 21 cents. I think it was at 21 cents, but that was my highest purchase, but it was also my smallest purchase. So layered in as it went down. I went really heavy whenever it went below 10 cents, and here we are, man. Here we are. I think it does go higher. I suspect that we will see this thing, if not back around its all-time highs. I suspect it could see new all-time highs. I don't plan on holding it until it sees new all-time highs. I will probably sell out at 45 cents personally. Just get in and get out. That's the purpose of meme coins, in my opinion. That's how it should be, okay? So AINTI, just talking about that there. Let's talk about Pajamas now. We're going to go over Pajamas, which has dropped a lot since we've last talked about it, my friends. It's dropped a lot. And in fact, I'm actually kind of surprised that it's dropped this much. Let's see. Let's go here. Yeah, I would have thought, like most coins, whenever you have your early day pumps and then you have these like quick little volatile drops, you normally find support right here and then rip. So I would assume either one of two things, man. Either Pajamas is dead, which would suck, because this is a coin that I've definitely put a little bit of capital into, that I was expecting it to do well, right? I bought it at higher prices than this, but that's the name of the game with the meme coin market sometimes, you guys. It definitely happens that way, and that's why you should never put in money that's significant to you, right? I did put in money on this thing, and I bought some. It's not money that I'd be happy to lose, but it's not money that matters in my portfolio, and I hope that nobody's in that kind of situation themselves. Pajamas right now on a daily RSI looks like it's at an area where you would expect it to bounce. I don't know why the RSI keeps changing back to this color, man. Boom, let's do that. Probably bounces here. The price, again, it's a little bit lower than what I would have expected. Let's see if we can make sense out of this on a price perspective here. Maybe this relative low, come on now, relative low to the relative high. Almost at your 1272, okay, and you're finding support there. So that could be it. I think that's it at about 0.001. If you go below there, we're going to drop about 50%, you guys, likely, or at least another 30%, so that wouldn't be ideal. But I do suspect Pajamas will have an immaculate bounce soon. I want people to be aware that there is a very bullish event coming on for Pajamas in May. Even if it were to see a lower high, whenever this thing moves, it moves up very fast. And if you're trying to get out and cut your losses, now is not the time. If you're trying to buy and catch a pump, now might be the time. But something that could pump you all the way up to about a 4x, 4.3x from here, all the way at 0.0048 or higher, maybe even double that, could be coming your way. And of course, we could go higher as well. But in May, it's Pajamas' birthday, or I think it's the video birthday. I don't remember. It's either Pajamas' birthday or it's the anniversary of the video. And I think Steve Chen and the gang have some stuff planned for that. They've been signaling that. They've been hinting at that here and there. We're in February now, March, or all of February, March, April, May. That's 4 months away. That's not necessarily bullish for right now, but that is something to look forward to. It is something to anticipate. And generally, it's not the people who buy the month of an event, the week before an event, the day of an event. It's not those people who get the sick gains. It's the people who buy months in advance in preparation for the event, at the lows, at the boring times when nobody would think to buy it, right? It kind of makes sense. So if anybody was looking to buy some pajamas, I think it's at a relatively good, obviously it's at a relatively good price to buy now. But we're going to move on from here. I suppose we could go a little bit lower. We're at 0.0011 now. I think it'll go down just a little bit lower, maybe 10% from here, something like that. Jesus coin, next one. Oof, had to crack my neck there, man. Jesus coin on Sol. No, we're going to look at it on ETH. Yes, yes. Yes, it's the same. I mean, it's the same one on ETH, on Sol, whatever. Here we are. There's just more liquidity, I think, on the Ethereum one. Looking at this, we've dropped a little bit. We have dropped quite a little bit, right? From the lows there, we're at about 70418 yesterday. Today, we are down 5% already. Yesterday, you had a little bit of a pump. No volume coming in to save the day, man. You're dropping without volume. No volume's coming in. I don't suspect that this will persist. I do expect that Jesus Coin 2 will have a bounce. And if you look at this thing, it does have a nice kind of lower low trajectory. It's not the most perfect thing, but it's kind of in there. If we look at the relative, would it be this low? This low to high? Yeah, I think that's what I was looking at earlier. I would expect Jesus Coin to go down to 7033, or at least somewhere in that proximity. If we look at this on a daily perspective, I think that would make sense. If we look at this relative low to high, what's that there? Come on now. 2618 right down there. Yeah, I like that. 70333 is likely where you go. Is it a good time to sell? I don't know. If you're at a loss with any of these coins, remember, you can sell and claim losses. It's much more fun to claim gains, but odds are you're probably not just holding one meme coin, right? Hopefully you're diversified and you're holding other coins. And if you claim losses, that'll offset taxes whenever you do have gains. So there's a silver lining, right? You can do that. And not only that, but you can sell and then buy right back into. Do be aware of fees. Do be aware of the fees and your impact of whatever you're buying or selling, because you might sell at a certain price and it'll cost you some fees, and then when you buy back, you could pump up the price and it'll cost you more fees too. You might end up with less than you have. These meme coins, though, it might be good to capitalize gains. Especially for a coin like this that's wrapped Ethereum, it might not be as sensible because you'll probably end up with less coins and you'll have to pay fees on top of that, right? And there's no guarantee that you get in at this price. But if you took losses here and you just wait and you got in at a lower price, it might work. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but that's just my perspective. I did sell my Jesus coin. I made that clear, right? I talked about that. I think I sold at 7077 right before this day dropped here. No. It was over here. I think it was at 706. It was before this drop, because I think it was late January, wasn't it? What? Let me see. When was it that I sold Jesus coin? The time has come. January 24th. Okay, so it was below 707. It was at 706. So it would have been closer to this day here. And I do plan on buying every single. I haven't said this. I've said this to a couple people, and I don't remember if I said this in the Jesus Coin chat or not. But I've said this to a few people in the Jesus Coin community, that I fully intend to buy back every coin that I've sold. I fully intend to buy it back. I'm just going to buy it back at lower prices, and in the meantime, I'm going to put it into other meme coins, try to make some money. Essentially, what I'm doing here is I'm going to take money from other meme coins and inject it into Jesus coin, right? We're going to do some active trading and pump this price up the good old-fashioned way, maybe. Hopefully, I'll end up with more coins. My goal is to actually end up, I was in the top 200 before I sold. My goal is to end up in the top 100, because, again, I fully expect, while we're talking about the downside, I fully expect Jesus coin to have some kind of recovery, some kind of bounce. Will it see new all-time highs? I'm not as certain of that. I'm certain it will over time, but will it see new all-time highs by the end of February, by the end of May, by the end of this year? I don't know, right? I think in time it will, but I think it's very possible you know, that you could see some kind of, even at a standard retracement from the current price, let alone if it goes down to where I think it's going to go. That's like a 5x to a 3x from here, and certainly I would expect that you get above these highs here. Do you get to new all-time highs? That's debatable. I suppose we'll have to see what happens whenever it gets to this high here, right? Whenever you have the interaction with this low down here. Come on, man. Let me try to get to here, right? Where are we at there? Probably something like that, right? Something at that low. If you were to find resistance at your extensions, that'd be at 605 to 501, which that actually is a target. The 501 area is a target from a high to a low here of our 1272, but that target has since changed because you've moved lower, right? But still somewhat similar in that area. So all-time highs are not off the table. They're just not something I'm talking about until we have reason to talk about them, right? So at the moment, something that's more of like a standard retracement would be something to expect. At this price, it would be about 160% move. At lower prices, it would be higher, of course. And I do expect that we'd probably see something above this high. So probably over the coming months, but we'll see. Time will tell. That's Jesus coin. Let's talk about now Melania, right? Melania token. Melania. And then we're going to finish it, right? Melania, not Trump, but a dog with no hat. What? 10 months, 10 days? So it came out before Melania token did? What? Market cap is very low, so probably not worth buying into, but still. Melania. Here we go. You know what? I think we can actually look at Melania on an exchange here. Melania USD on Kraken. Sure, we'll do it on Kraken. All right, this is another meme coin that has not gone over so well for me in the recent days. But I did sell my Melania for Antivirus recently. Low here, higher or lower lows, but higher lows in the RSI on the 4-hour. I suspect that very soon, you're at about $1.40 now. I suspect that very, very soon you're going to see a nice rip back up to about $2.30, probably up to about $3, somewhere in that zone. Could you go all the way back up to $4? I think it's possible, but anything past that, I'd be skeptical. I definitely would be taking profits at that $2.30 to $3 range personally. But I do believe it goes a little bit lower from here at $1.39. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw some kind of double bottom there at about $1.23. In fact, I bet you do go to $1.23 again, double bottom, and then bounce from there. Does it happen today? Maybe. Does it happen tomorrow? Maybe. But very soon, Melania is going to start pumping again. Melania and Antivirus, to me, seem to be the ones that are going to most likely pump in the shortest amount of time. But you never know, man. You never know with Jesus Coin or with Pajamas. They can definitely rip at any given moment. It's oftentimes whenever you don't expect things to rip that they do rip. But you know, that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye.